Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
7:31, 20 degrees outside under a clear sky here this morning. Good to have you listening to the Breakfast Show. It isn't any fun if you aren't here, folks, so thank you very much. Mike Evans with Evans Feed will not be here today, I understand.
Yeah, I think he moved to Friday, is what I understand.
I guess. I heard, well, I actually read it on a blog or
Oh, really? You've been on social media, have you?
Facebook or one of those.
Yeah?
I've heard he was taking the day off to buy his
Oh, really?
lovely wife a new Cadillac.
Wow.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I didn't ruin the surprise.
Okay. Well, if it was to be a surprise, I hope she wasn't listening. Normally we want people to listen,
Yes.
but in this case, if it is supposed to be a surprise, I kind of hope Amber's not listening.
Well, then again, if it was on social media, it wouldn't be a surprise anyway.
Well, that's a good point. That's right. Yeah, if you took it off, what were you looking at again? Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, hey, keeping Central Nebraska informed. That's what it's about here.
Well, the other part of that, too, with Facebook, it's a lot like the others. There's getting to be so many ads, selling you some miracle treatment.
Now they pop up all the time,
Or,
don't they?
They figure out what your hobbies are. Next thing you know, everything that comes up is centered around that. And
Yep.
pretty soon you don't have any friends anymore. You just have ads
Yes.
on Facebook and most others. All right, moving along.
Okay.
Happy birthday today on this Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th. Bev Williams is celebrating her birthday today.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite people. Bev, happy birthday to you.
Bev, you're celebrating your birthday on this Pearl Harbor Day with Gary Squire,
Oh, wow. Okay, Gary, happy birthday.
Peg Scott, and Stephen Babbitt.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Steve. And Andrew C. Holland.
All right.
Those are some birthdays that we're aware of locally. If you're celebrating your birthday today, you're celebrating with Larry Bird.
Boston Celtics legend.
So he was born on Pearl Harbor Day, too. 66 today. He won 3 NBA MVP awards, 3 NBA championships, and played in 12 All-Star games.
Yep, Larry legend.
Man, he could shoot on that baseline, couldn't he?
I bet he could. I bet he can still knock down the three.
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas Holt is 33 today. You know Nicholas?
No idea who Nicholas Holt is.
I bet you know him. As characters in X-Men, he played Hank McCoy in X-Men films, also known for roles in About a Boy and Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay.
Okay. Tom Waits. Now, that's somebody I'd be familiar with. Maybe a lot of folks out there would not be. He's 73, a singer-songwriter known for his deep, gravelly voice. Wrote a lot of songs for other artists, including Downtown Train and Jersey Girl and many others. He's got this real gravelly voice, real low key. Terrell Owens.
Oh, yes. Okay.
49 today. 6-time Pro Bowler and the first player in NFL history to catch a touchdown against all 32 teams.
Wow, you know what? I don't think I knew that.
You heard it here on The Breakfast Show.
Okay.
Speaking of sports, we're going to have a wrestling report this morning.
We are, yeah. Had a chance to visit with the Broken Bow head wrestling coach Ed Schaaf. We do this during the wrestling season. Some great sponsors make that possible. We run it during the breakfast show on Wednesdays. We've got a full schedule today, so we're going to try to run it for you coming up here yet this half hour. And then moving forward, we're going to try to give it a designated time slot of right after the 8 o'clock news.
Okay.
Moving forward. That way people know when to listen.
Good idea.
It. So, but yeah, we'll talk with the coach coming up. They've got a big duel tomorrow against North Platte, and we plan to go cover it for you on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We'll be doing live play-by-play and also live video streaming of the varsity matches as Broken Bow takes on North Platte in a duel tomorrow. We're anticipating our coverage starting around 7 o'clock tomorrow night. It's going to depend. There's going to be some other things happening before they get into the varsity portion of the duel. So we're going to anticipate around 7 o'clock or so for our coverage tomorrow.
Enjoyed last night's coverage, basketball, and it was live streamed and on the radio, and looked really good. You guys sounded good.
Well, thanks.
You and Larry work well together. I guess you've done a few games together.
Yeah, we seem to get along all right.
You haven't kept track of yours, though. You don't know how many you've done, or do you?
No, the only thing I've kept, I have kept track of Broken Bow football, and I did my 180th play-by-play when they played McCook.
Yeah, Broken Bow.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the state playoffs. That's the only thing I've keeping track of.
And what was Larry's record?
So he's been doing it for 40 years.
Yeah.
As far as, I don't know, has he mentioned how many games he's done? Maybe he did.
I think he did at one time. I don't remember. It was a lot.
Yeah.
If you're going to be 40 years of broadcasting of sports. But, enjoyed that last night. And Jeremy Shipe was on the camera last night, so appreciate that. Today we're going to have more kids' interviews. We switch it around. Today it will be Litchfield on KBBN and Ansley on KCNI. And so there was some good ones yesterday.
Oh, man. There were some classics. I believe it was Kenny.
There's a Kenneth W. and a Kenneth B.
Yeah, one of the Kenneths from, I think it was Ansley.
Ansley, yeah.
Yes. I told Emily that probably went to the top of my list for the kids' interviews. It was fantastic.
There's been some good ones over the years, and I think this particular year they're just better than ever. So Emily does such a good job relating to the kids, and she was doing Christmas interviews with kids before she had children of her own, and she just always had a natural way of getting those kids to talk. So they'll be featured today on KCNI and KBBN and all the way through the rest of the Christmas season. So be sure and listen. And, oh, by the way, I'm happy to announce that we finally got things fixed yesterday permanently on KCNI 96.3 FM. We'd been struggling with that. Had to climb 2 towers to get it fixed, and our engineer Val Lane and his tower climber got here on a day where they could get up on the structures and trace down what was wrong there. So there won't be any more wishy-washy on KCNI 96.3 FM. And I know some of you have talked about it to me and probably some of the other staff, and it was one of those things that, well, like yesterday when they got here, it was fine. It was, it was working fine, and they're going, well, makes it harder to find when it's not acting up. And then some days it would be, worse than others, and you know how that goes, folks. But anyway, happy to announce. So if you've been kind of listening to KCNI 1280 AM and you're within range of 96.3 FM, certainly encourage you to go back to that. And then, of course, there's always the online feed, which is always clear at KCNI1280.com. So we've got all 3 avenues now for KCNI for you to listen to through the Christmas season. We were relieved of that. And thanks to Val Lane, our engineer, and his guy who got that fixed yesterday. And thanks to Custer Public Power, too. They always are supportive of letting us do those repairs and getting up and doing those things. So appreciate that. For lunch today at the Prairie Pioneer Center, it's meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans, and applesauce. I could eat that right now. That sounds really good.
I'm with you.
872-6121. Give them a call at the center. Let them know you'd like to come and have a meal. And I think it's right around $6 for that entire meal, plus really good company. They'd love to have you, but they do need to know if you're not a regular, if you're coming. All right. You mentioned wrestling tomorrow. We also have that Husker volleyball, right?
We do, yes. Nebraska will play in the NCAA tournament bright and early.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Cook's real happy about the start time, but it is what it is. And Nebraska will be taking on Oregon in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA volleyball tournament. The match starts at 10 o'clock Thursday morning, Central Time tomorrow. So we'll plan to broadcast it for you. We'll plan pregame coverage at 9:30 on the Huskers radio network right after the breakfast show tomorrow morning.
All right. Thanks, Brent. Let's see. Oh, we need to play the game. Again, our menus are a little short. I noticed there's some coming in on Kristen's desk, and when she gets the menus all gathered up, we'll start giving you those school lunch menus again. So let's go to our game today. It's Runs a Day.
Okay, we've been having fun asking questions about the classic Christmas movie, A Christmas Story. You can give that away?
You bet.
Sweet. Okay, so here's your final question about the movie A Christmas Story. Why did Ralphie's family eat Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant? Why did Ralphie's family eat Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant? Your choices are: the turkey burned, Mom forgot to turn on the oven, Mom forgot to buy the turkey, or the neighbor's dogs ate the turkey. What do you think? Why did Ralphie's family eat Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant? The turkey burned, Mom forgot to turn on the oven, Mom forgot to buy the turkey, or the neighbor's dogs ate the turkey. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Marcus is giving a holiday gift to himself?
Yeah, I was a really good boy this year.
Oh, good for you.
I got $50 of Runza gift cards to give to my friends and got a $10 gift card for myself.
Well, sometimes it's better to give and receive.
Right? I made a list, checked it twice.
And the list said Marcus?
List said Marcus.
'Tis the season. Buy $50 of Runza gift cards and get a $10 gift card free. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
And we have Asher on the line. Good morning, Asher. How are you?
Fine.
Good. How's things down the Callaway Road?
Well, pretty busy.
Good. That's good. All right, here's Brent with your... Oh, by the way, Asher, if you answer this correctly, we're also throwing in a Mustang, Sumner SEM Mustang T-shirt along with your Runza prize today.
Okay.
All right, Asher, why did Ralphie's family in the movie A Christmas Story eat Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant? The turkey burned, Mom forgot to turn on the oven, Mom forgot to buy the turkey, or the neighbor's dogs ate the turkey?
The neighbor's dogs ate the turkey.
Yes, they did. All right, Asher, because you've answered correctly, as Dave mentioned, we got a T-shirt here for you, and we're going to give you a certificate for a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us.
Okay, I'll send my wife out there.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Sounds good, Asher.
Okay,
Thanks.
bye.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
If you've been injured or recovering from surgery, your first priority is to treat your problem. At Team Physical Therapy, we will evaluate, treat, and educate you about your specific roadblocks. We offer many therapists to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, or call 872-5111. We have great resources online at myteampt.com or call 872-5111 Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement.
Bo's Family Market, formerly Gary Superfoods, your locally owned and operated hometown grocery store. Pick up your favorites this week in the meat department with Smithfield all-natural whole bone-in pork shoulder at $1.59 a pound, or USDA choice boneless top round roast at $3.99 a pound. Grab some Dole Chop salad kits in the produce aisle, 3 for $10. Enjoy lots of holiday baking specials as well with our family 5-pound flour or 4-pound sugar for $2.39. Save big at Bo's Family Market, South B Street in Broken Bow.
Loop Basin Public Health Department wants to keep you and your family safe this winter. Protect yourself by staying up to date with your COVID vaccinations, including your booster dose. Getting a booster dose means you will increase your protection against severe disease and continue protecting your loved ones and community against COVID-19. Get vaccinated today by calling 308-346-5795 to book your appointment or check out their social media outlets for more COVID information. Loop Basin Public Health Department wishes you a safe and healthy winter.
It is 7:45, almost 7:46. What do you say we play a little Christmas music here?
Okay.
How about Matt Costa, All I Want for Christmas?
Okay.
That work for you?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you.
Go Breakfast Show.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
Gift giving season is in full swing and we're ready to help at Bo Bootery, whether you're shopping for someone on your list or for yourself. Right now, Twisted X shoes for men and women are 20 to 50% off. That's right. Some selected Twisted X shoes are half price. You can also receive 20 to 30% off regular price Twisted X shoes. Don't forget, we offer free gift wrapping, gift certificates, and our Wrap It Up sponsors. Bo Bootery, east side of the square in Broken Bow.
Some secrets just can't be kept. Until Christmas, The Secret Garden is open Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30, and Sunday from 1 until 4. This week, enjoy 20% off antiques and 15% off greenery. Do your holiday shopping at The Secret Garden all throughout December. Romans 12, verse 12 says, "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer." The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Here's Brent Amperson to kind of give you a little preview of what's coming up for the Wrestling Report, and then we'll hear from some great sponsors and have that report for you.
I want to say thanks to Duda Plumbing, Trotter Fertilizer, and Ace Hardware in Broken Bow, our sponsors this year for the Broken Bow Wrestling Report. We'll visit with Coach Schaaf coming up.
The Broken Bow Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Duda Plumbing. Since 2002, Scott has shown pride in giving his customers A-plus service. For plumbing service, septic insulation, pumping, or sewer camera inspections, call Duda Plumbing at 872-3402. Duda Plumbing of Broken Bow is proud to bring you this wrestling report. All about student athletes giving it their all on the mat and in the classroom. Duda Plumbing, where they Duda Plumbing.
Today's Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow. Success is what you want from your fields, both now and in the future. To build towards both, utilize the help of Trotter Fertilizer. Using their expertise and leading technology, they can help you analyze your fields to move them forward to stronger yields. Give Trotter Fertilizer of Broken Bow a call. They are proud to be bringing you this Wrestling Report on KCNI KBBN.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
RT Ace is the place with your helpful hardware folks. They stock great tool brands like Steel and Milwaukee, plus paints from Clark and Kensington, including their primer all-in-one that can be computer matched with your color preference. Of course, plumbing and electrical supplies are in stock and ready to go too. Open Monday to Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturday from 8 until 4. Ace Hardware in Broken Bow.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And at this time on The Breakfast Show, we bring you now the Broken Bow Wrestling Report for the 2022-23 season, and it's being brought to you this year by Ace Hardware in Broken Bow, also Trotter Fertilizer in Broken Bow, and Duda Plumbing. And we've got the Broken Bow head wrestling coach with us at this time. Ed Schaaf joins us. Hello, Coach.
How are you?
Good. Can't believe that the season is here, but it is. It's time to wrestle. The mats have been rolled out, and you guys got off to a good start last week. I'm sure you're happy to have the season going.
Yeah, it's good to, to get out and start wrestling other people. We've been for 3 weeks. We've kind of been beating on each other, and so it's good to go out there and kind of have a test of where we're at and what we need to work on. When we wrestle each other, guys kind of, I don't want to say they don't get comfortable because they're not, but you're used to what somebody does, and so it's, somebody new will show you some things you got to work on. So it was good.
Yeah, and wrestling's kind of like that, right? I mean, it's a process.
Oh yeah.
And you're always setting yourself up to see how do you match up with this guy, how do you match up with that guy, and you get a chance to do that early in the season, obviously.
Yeah, it is a process. We're always looking at how do we improve, what do we need to work on, and that's our thing. Is that, like I told the kids, kind of our mantra or whatever you want to say is it doesn't matter, get better. Mm-hmm. So our kids are, I don't care if you got beat out at the Bow Invite or if you won the Bow Invite. It really doesn't matter. How are we going to keep getting better so that we are wrestling our best when it matters the most.
Last week you got the season started. You had a triangular at Wood River, kind of dominated that with dual wins against Wood River and Arcadia Loop City. And then on Saturday you hosted the Bow Invite. And my goodness, you dominated it. The varsity team won it with 232 points. Your JV squad was 7th with 54 points. And there were 2 weight classes that it was an all Broken Bow final.
Yeah.
You had to be happy with the way your kids represented at their home meet.
Yeah, they wrestled well. I mean, it was... you're always, I don't want to say I was a bit nervous going in there, and not nervous about whether we win or lose, just nervous on how we're going to compete, because sometimes you get in front of a home crowd and kids will kind of freeze up, and it's just, you're always kind of worried about how they can compete, and, did you do enough to get them ready for that? And, they come out. That one time when at 170 and 170, 182, we had an all-bow final. Yeah. And then I think it was 160 was going at the time. So there were 6 kids out wrestling on the mat at one time, and 5 of them were Broken Bow kids. We all kind of looked and were like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, but that just is a testament to our, to our room and to the kids we have in there, that it doesn't matter. They're going to compete, and they could probably find a varsity spot on somebody else's team, but they're on ours, and they know they got to work.
Yeah. 7 championships on Saturday at the Bow Invite. I noticed there were only 2 weight classes that you did not have somebody medal in the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and you know what? It's one of those things that, and those 2 weight classes, one of them's Aaron Finney as a freshman.
Yeah.
You know what? He's working his way in there. He's getting better every week. Every day he's working hard. And then you got Hagan Campbell, who, is 217 pounds wrestling heavyweight. And so he's got to figure out how to start wrestling those bigger guys. And he will. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a competitor, and he doesn't want to lose. So he's going to figure it out how we can compete with great big guys like that. So,
and you bring up Hagan. I think Hagan was a match away from wrestling for a medal. And
no,
am I right on that?
No, he was Hagan Campbell was JV last year.
Okay.
Oh, today, yes,
yeah,
he was
on Saturday at the Bow Invite.
Oh, yes. And so was Finney. They were both right there, and just
And I noticed that, you had kids, and you had all Broken Bow matchups in some of those consolation semifinals
Right.
to get into the medal match.
Yes.
So,
and that's the thing is the heavyweight, you're looking at the heavyweight, you had the Class C state champion in from St. Paul last year. You had Bridger Rice from Ord, who is a stud.
Yeah.
And then you had I think his name was like Juan Perez or something out of Chase County, that he's ranked like number 3 or 4 in Class D. And those were the kids that he had to wrestle. So it was, Hagen did. And they competed.
Mm-hmm. You had the opportunity to wrestle some kids that are from schools that are in your district.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's always good, even early in the year, to see how you start matching up, right?
Right. It's good and it's bad. Because some of them, there's some of them that you lost to that you might not see again. And then some of them that we beat that you might not see again. So, but everything, all be told, we're just trying to figure out how we can.
You've got some kids that are freshmen that are stepping in and right away wrestling varsity for you. And a couple of those kids didn't seem like the lights shined too bright for them.
No, those freshmen, they might be freshmen in age.
But that's it.
They're not freshmen in ability. They've wrestled a lot and been to a lot of big national tournaments. And it's, Cash Watson won at 120. And in the finals, he had to wrestle a state champion from last year. Kid was a 106-pound state champion, and Cash beat him 15-0. At the end of the first period, it was 13-0.
Yeah.
Took him down, put him to his back, but kid fought off. And so he beat a state champion. Colton Kelly in the semifinals beat a state champion from a couple of years ago from St. Paul, and then beat a state qualifier. And Braxton Reinierson, he just went out and just pinned everybody. He's tough too. So, yeah, there's some tough freshmen in there.
Yeah.
And then you throw in, little Finney that he's working his tail off at 6. And you got Aiden Markham, that's a 145-pound freshman. That the freshman class pretty loaded.
Yeah.
There's some good kids there.
And then you had, guys up at the top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
People like Connor Wells, who, again, goes out and does what he does.
Yeah. He's, it's kind of those upper weights, they're ones that they kind of beat on each other quite a bit between, Gaffney and Jack Myers and Bryce Chaplin, was in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And Woodward and Connor Wells and Max and Cal Wells, they're all, they just kind of, it's pretty, practice room's pretty tough at times.
Was there something at the Bow Invite, maybe a wrestler or something where really caught your eye and was a wow moment?
Probably. I knew Colton Kelly was pretty good, but he was losing to the Baker kid who was the state champ from 2 years ago, and Colton was down, I think 4-1 or 5-1 or something like that. And I looked at his dad's one of our assistant coaches, and I said, what do you think about top? And he's like, he goes, I think he'd be all right on top. And he proceeded to just tilt the kid 2 or 3 times and win the match. And the kid who's a state champion just kind of looks at his coach and is like, I don't know what to do, because he couldn't really do much. Because Colton was just kind of a leech on top and got after him. And, Smokes was Chauncey Watson. He had to wrestle Ashton Dane, who was the state champion from Gearing last year that moved to Gordon Rushville. And Chauncey went down, I think he went down 5-0 in the first period, and then proceeded to score, I think, 13 straight points and end up winning 13-5 and just broke him. The kid by the end was just quitting. He just was physically and mentally beat at that point. So that was kind of a moment where I'm like, all right, we're pretty tough here too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is we're just pretty tough, top to bottom.
Yeah. Speaking of tough, you'll need to be tough on Thursday. You get a great challenge, the annual duel against North Platte High. So Class C versus Class A, but classes don't mean anything. It's about the kids matching up on the mat.
Yep.
Your quick thoughts about that coming up on Thursday?
It's going to be fun. It is. We talk about all the time about challenges and wanting to wrestle the good kids. It does us no good to go to some small tournament and beat some Joe Schmo that can't really wrestle. We want to go put ourselves out there and wrestle, you know what, like in North Platte. I think they're ranked like 5th in Class A. Go out there and see what's going to happen. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to lose a wrestling match. I mean, you're going to go out there, and then the opportunity, if you lose or you win, the opportunity to learn something from it is going to be there. So that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to put ourselves out where we wrestle tough competition and have those matches that you have to grind through, and you're not going to just go out and win, because when we get to the state tournament, you have to grind through matches. You're not going to just go out there and throw everybody down and pin them. And if you are throwing everybody down and pin them at the state, you're kind of a stud.
Yes.
And so that's what we're trying to get to be. So.
That's right. Well, congratulations on the great start to the season. We mentioned North Platte Dual. Folks, you'll be able to listen to the varsity matches live on KBBN 95.3 FM, and we're going to take the video camera and live stream it as well. So I want to make sure folks know that. And good luck on Saturday, too. You go to Holdridge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, the Holdridge Invite. It'll be good. We get to see a lot of Class B schools, so that's some out of state. You know, there's a team from Kansas, and there's a team from Colorado, and so, yeah, we get to see some bigger schools there as well.
Yeah. Great to be doing this again with you this year. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year. Thanks to the sponsors, you know, Duda Plumbing and Trotters, and now Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate those guys footing the bill for this.
All right. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Broken Bow head wrestling coach Ed Schaaf joining us on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
RT Ace is the place with your helpful hardware folks. They stock great tool brands like Steel in Milwaukee, plus paints from Clark and Kensington, including their primer all-in-one that can be computer matched with your color preference. Of course, plumbing and electrical supplies are in stock and ready to go too. Open Monday to Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturday from 8 until 4. Ace Hardware in Broken Bow.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The Broken Bow Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Duda Plumbing. Since 2002, Scott has shown pride in giving his customers A-plus service. For plumbing service, septic installation, pumping, or sewer camera inspections, call Duda Plumbing at 872-3402. Duda Plumbing of Broken Bow is proud to bring you this wrestling report. All about student athletes giving it their all on the mat and in the classroom. Duda Plumbing, where they Duda Plumbing.
Today's wrestling report is brought to you in part by Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow. Success is what you want from your fields, both now and in the future. To build towards both, utilize the help of Trotter Fertilizer. Using their expertise and leading technology, they can help you analyze your fields to move them forward to stronger yields. Give Trotter Fertilizer of Broken Bow a call. They are proud to be bringing you this wrestling report on KCNI KBBN.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
Listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report. Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock will keep his job in Washington.
I'm ready to build a stronger Georgia. God bless you. Keep the faith and keep looking up.
CBS News projects the Democrat the winner in a hotly contested runoff election. His Republican challenger, former NFL star Herschel Walker.
I don't want any of you to stop dreaming. I don't want any of you to stop believing in America. I want you to believe in America and continue to believe in the Constitution and believe in our elected officials most of all.
CBS's Nicole Killian.
This closes the chapter on the last Senate race of the 2022 midterms. Walker was handpicked by former President Trump and is at least the 5th Trump-backed Senate candidate to be defeated.
Reverend Warnock's win will give Democrats a 51-49 majority in the Senate in January. He becomes the first black senator from Georgia elected to a 6-year term. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, a $438.5 million settlement between Juul Labs and 33 states and territories, including Nebraska, was announced on Tuesday. Attorney General Doug Peterson said Nebraska will receive a total between $8.1 million to $8.8 million in annual installments between 2022 2027, 2029, or 2031. This settlement resolves a 2-year bipartisan investigation into the e-cigarette manufacturers' marketing and sales practices. In addition to the financial terms, the settlement will force Juul to comply with a series of strict terms, severely limiting their market and sales practices. According to Peterson, this settlement aids in the first steps to addressing the vaping problem facing teens. Juul is being required to provide settlement money towards program to help curb addiction, and it also sends a strong message to companies in any industry: don't mess with children, according to our Attorney General, Peterson. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Breaking news from Major League Baseball, where reigning AL MVP Aaron Judge will reportedly return to the New York Yankees. He's agreed on a 9-year deal worth $360 million to stay in the Bronx, according to reports. News from the NFL, where the Los Angeles Rams claimed quarterback Baker Mayfield off waivers from the Carolina Panthers. The Rams were reportedly the only team to put in a claim for Mayfield, and there is even talk that he might make his debut with his new team as early as this Thursday night against the Raiders. In the NBA, 3 games on the schedule. Mavericks beat the Nuggets in Denver 116-115. The Cavaliers get 43 points from Donovan Mitchell in a 116-102 win over the Lakers. Pistons beat the Heat in Miami 116-96. Top 25 college basketball, number 1 Houston, now 9-0 after handling North Florida 76-41. Second-ranked Texas loses to 17th-ranked Illinois 85-78 in overtime. Wisconsin knocks off number 13 Maryland 64-59.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A winter weather advisory goes into effect for this evening coming up. First for today, lots of sunshine with highs into the upper 30s. Then for tonight, turning mostly cloudy, a slight chance for snow developing late, a low of 17. A wintry mix of snow, freezing rain, and eventually some rain on your Thursday. Less than an inch of daytime snowfall with highs up to 34. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk, and actual results may vary. Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're a serious and qualified SEC-accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil and is allowing you to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel. Call 800-278-7455. Encore Energy is a very active oil and gas operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Get this big tax deduction for 2022. Hurry before it's too late. Call 800-278-7455. That's 800-278-7455.
It's 8:08, 24 degrees outside under a clear sky. Winds calm right now. Pretty nice out there. For the record, your high yesterday was 53, an overnight low of 14. Nothing to talk about in the rain gauge. 24 clear and calm here at Broken Bow. Now 9 minutes past the hour, just right on time. Ryan Anderson's here from the Garden Center. Ryan, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Well, this is Pearl Harbor Day, the 7th. Blink your eyes, it's going to be Christmas time. We got a lot of shopping to do.
It's coming right up.
So how's the tree supply holding out?
Still have quite a few.
Good.
So, Fraser firs and a couple white pines. So
good.
And they're really nice full trees this year, it seems like. So every one we unwrap looks pretty good.
Good. So you got some left.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you want to talk about today? There's all different directions we could go at the Garden Center. You got pots, you got things on the shelf, you got gift ideas. Just cover whatever you like.
Okay. Well, got in some new candles since yesterday, so might as well head that direction,
okay.
I guess.
What's your favorite scent? Can I ask, Ryan?
Pretty good one, maple syrup pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
So,
I love scented candles. I'm a guy, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I love scented candles, especially in the holiday season.
Yep. So I've been asked a couple times if I actually lit the candles in the store, and
Try it out.
I do.
Yeah.
So
you do?
Yeah, I like a good cinnamon smell.
Yeah.
You walk in. So.
Well, maple syrup sounds pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
How big are these candles?
They burn for 155 hours.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
They're a, I don't know, 24, 26 ounce candle, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
But I think this month's scent is like Home for the Holidays or something, and it's kind of a little cinnamony with maybe some fruit undertones, or I don't know.
Yeah. It smells like the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sounds nice, actually.
So, good little maybe stocking stuffer, gift idea there. When you buy 2 or more, we take 10% off on that. So, come in and check those out. Like I say, we just got in a shipment yesterday on those and got those stocked up. So, otherwise, we have our H2O minis, those plants in the glass that are in the water that we talked about last time. Minis in the bowls there. So, then we have another maybe gift idea. If you have a plant lovers, we have some different shirts printed up on Bella canvas. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can have your favorite plant on your shirt?
Well, they have little sayings on them for the plant lover. So
I got you.
So yeah,
a lot of plant lovers out there. So
there is.
Yeah. All different sizes of those.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Have a couple different color options. So got those, and then of course all of our house plants are 20% off. We'll run that through the end of the month. So another gift idea, I guess. Plant. Get a pot for it, plant it up. So we do have a couple. I would say they're kind of on the rarer side of plants. They were kind of sought after plants called Pink Princess, philodendrons, and we also have a White Knight, which the Pink Princess has some pink variegation in the leaf, and then the White Knight is some white variegation in the leaf. So got some of those and lots of others as well. So, but we kind of brought in that Proven Winter plant line this fall, and have quite a few of them ready to go. So we're also doing porch pot containers, or with the holiday greens, making up several of those for like grab and go. Come in and set by the front door or something like that. We also have wreaths and swags and stuff to go on the front door. But if you want to bring your favorite container in, or you got something, we can fill it, or you can fill it too. So
you got the potting soil there. So
yep, and the fresh greens to do it with. So
that sounds good. I mean, there's all sorts of decorations you can put up in your house, but that's really the best.
Yeah.
And
if you choose to do it yourself, it's kind of fun to do. I've been putting a few of those together as well. So
yeah, I bet you do quite a few. And of course, I know you'll want to mention this, but gift certificates are always a great gift to the garden center, because they can use them now or they can use them later.
Sure. Yep. Yeah. And you have somebody that's not sure what to get them, of course, gift certificates, and they like to garden or whatnot. They can come in the spring and get their flowers and vegetables, whatever. So.
Yes, maybe some bushes or some of the trees that you'll have this spring.
Yep. Somebody's doing a landscaping project and want to help out with it a little bit, so don't know what they want to get them a gift certificate. Some
tools or seeds or any of that. So it's all okay to have that under the gift certificate umbrella, right?
Yep. We sell quite a few gloves this time of year for stocking stuffers. So gardening gloves. they're pretty handy to have. So, yeah.
Okay. And you have some pretty talented hands along with yours, if for some of these arrangements that are needed to be made. I know Sally loves doing that, and some things that are unique that you won't find anywhere else.
Yeah, they're like our wintergreen containers are kind of one of a kind.
Yeah.
So we can like yesterday somebody came in and wanted this one, but they wanted two, kind of the matching. So we whip up another one that looks the same. So, but yeah, we really appreciate the work that Sally does out there for us. So,
right. Let's see. Anything else? Are we forget? Oh, the furniture. I wanted to ask you about. I know you said you were getting a little bit better availability on the furniture.
Yep. So, the lead time is down on that, and we do have some swivel gliders in stock right now. A couple different color options ready to go for that. If you want to get the parents a nice Christmas gift, get them a couple swivel gliders and set out on the porch. So those are really comfortable. They look nice, but I think the comfort seating in them is probably the most talked about thing, I guess. We do several different options of colors. We can do, like, we have called a pub set sitting in the store, a table and 4 chairs. What's really nice about the stuff is you can set it outside and it's pretty low maintenance. It's not going to fade. It's UV resistant on that. And, just, I don't know, to me, a really good quality patio furniture. Looks nice, comfortable, and wears good. So
it's real durable. Just fun to sit around the table. I know that you've had it there in the center of the store, and it just makes for good conversation. You're comfortable. We all love to sit outside when the weather's good, and the couple of those rockers you were talking about, great gifts for any age actually, because we all like sitting out on the porch or back on the patio when the weather's good and get outside and.
Yeah.
And you don't have to take them in and out because the weather doesn't bother them. So.
Right. Yeah. And we are. I mean, like I said before, we're kind of excited that's kind of coming back around as far as supply. And, we're able to get it. So it's Amish made out in Indiana. So truly handcrafted. We went out there last March and got to watch them make it, and it's something to see.
I bet it is. Now, you guys do hit the road every once in a while, go to different shows and different vendor activities and so forth. You have some coming up this winter you're going to go to for the spring and summer?
Yep. Looking at going down to Kearney for their home shows, probably the RV and boat show the end of January, and then Grand Island, their home show. And kind of in the works to go another direction too, but we'll see how that goes. So,
hoping to making one more plan to hit the road. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of keep me busy over the winter.
Yeah. Well, you learn a lot too. I mean, and it gives you new ideas for what you can offer the customers, and that's what it's all about.
Yep.
So right now, Ryan, what are your hours for the holidays?
Right now we're Monday 10 to 4, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, and then Saturdays 10 to 2.
Okay.
So,
all right. And did we cover everything?
I think we covered a lot.
I think we did. And we found out that Brent doesn't mind admitting that he likes flavored candles.
No, I like scented candles. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm a man. I'm willing to admit it. I like the scented candle. I don't like every scent, but I like a lot of them.
I would agree with you there.
Yeah.
This candle line, the Keepers of the Light candles, I've been impressed with them. Yeah. So,
all right, you got them on display there, yes. And as you say, great stocking stuffers. And if everybody's going to be going somewhere or having company in. If you're having company in, what a nice way to, have one on the table or in the kitchen and Yeah, so come and check them out.
Praline caramel sticky buns.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You can put on some weight just smelling them.
Nice. I love it. Hey, poinsettias, do you still have some of those, or are they gone?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And we can deliver those too.
You can. Okay.
And don't forget, folks, too, that Garden Center is always ready to help if there's a loss in the family, funeral services, and that sort of thing, or a celebration. They'll help you with the plants. And I know that arrangements are nice with arranged flowers, and they have their purpose. But having a live plant, it kind of goes on past the time period for a memory and so forth. So you can help out with all those things.
Yep, we have live plants and then those memorial stones too. So.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, will we see you before Christmas, or?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and folks, stop in. Not hard to find. Block off Highway 2. Easiest way, Ryan always says, is turn south at the Tumbleweed, and you'll find it easily. Look for that windmill.
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll take a time out with these words on The Breakfast Show.
From indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
This holiday season, the place to be is Sargent. 6 weeks of Jolly Jingle savings are underway. Don't miss out. Make sure you check out the Sargent Chamber of Commerce Facebook page to keep up with what businesses are doing for their open houses each week. Even better, head to Sargent yourself and use those Jolly Jingle coupon books and enter to win a prize of chamber bucks. Jingle your way to Sargent for Jolly Jingle savings going on right now.
Waking Up Central Nebraska.
They are so funny.
business and wish you a successful 2023. Pruning Bank, member FDIC.
8:28 as we roll through this Wednesday morning together. Brent in the studio with you as Dave and Jeremy are getting packed up and they're headed to Callaway for you this morning. They'll be celebrating an old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway later today, and we're going to find out all about it coming up later in the show. We'll have a special remote broadcast from Callaway coming up for you in the 9 o'clock hour, so stay tuned for that. We kind of have been talking off and on this morning about our high school sports coverage for you this week. We talked about going tomorrow to North Platte to broadcast the Broken Bow wrestling duel against North Platte. We'll have that for you on the radio, KBBN 95.3 FM tomorrow. Also a live video stream. We'll be covering the varsity matches of that duel for you live on the radio and on the video stream tomorrow in North Platte. That's at North Platte High. We look forward to that. Coverage we anticipate starting at around 7 o'clock or so. We'll keep you updated, but we'll plan to be on the air somewhere around 7 for that coverage tomorrow. Also want to let you know that later in the week, we're going to broadcast the Broken Bow Minden girls and boys basketball games. If you have not heard yet, there's been a schedule change to those games. They were originally to be played on Friday evening at the Indian Gym in Broken Bow, but Minden qualified for the one-act state play competition this week, and I believe they perform on Friday. So because of that, they have moved the games, basketball games, between Broken Bow and Minden. They'll be played now on Saturday at the Indian Gym, and we'll be there to broadcast them for you. The girls' varsity game is now scheduled for Saturday at 5 o'clock, and then the boys' game will follow, and we'll broadcast those for you on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Now, as far as what station they're going to be on Saturday, we have not determined that yet because, as we have been mentioning, Nebraska will play in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA volleyball tournament tomorrow morning against Oregon. If Nebraska were to win, they would play again on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So if Nebraska wins their volleyball match tomorrow, we'll have Nebraska volleyball Saturday afternoon at 3 on KBBN 95.3 FM, and then we'll do the Broken Bow Minden basketball games on KCNI, beginning with the girls varsity at 5 o'clock. If Nebraska should not win tomorrow, we hope they do, but if they don't, then we'll do Broken Bow and Minden basketball on KBBN Saturday. Clear as mud? All right, there you go. Hey, we are so excited to have our Christmas Kids interviews on the air for you again this year. We started yesterday with the kindergarten classes of Ansley and Litchfield Public Schools. And the way we do this is we play every school on each radio station. So yesterday, you had Ansley featured on KBBN radio, Litchfield on KCNI. Today, we flip-flop that, so you'll hear the Litchfield kindergarten class on KBBN radio throughout the day today, and Ansley Litchfield will be featured on KCNI. Then as we go into Thursday and Friday, December 8th and 9th, we'll feature the kindergarten classes of Callaway and Arnold Public Schools as we continue with our Kids Christmas interviews here for 2022. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Show. Joining us in the studio now, our friends from Custer Federal State Bank, and representing Custer Federal today, Caitlin Peterson. Good morning. I'm going to have you guys grab those microphones, get them right up to you there so we can hear you. Caitlin is here. Becky White is here with us from Custer Federal State Bank. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Now, Dave has to take off to Callaway. Do you want me to pretend to be Dave during this interview and ask you all kinds of personal questions or not?
I don't know. How's good your impersonation? Can you do his voice?
I don't know if I can do his voice, but I am pretty good at imitating him when it comes to questions if I have to. Anyway, great to have you guys in. It's the holiday season. Where do you want to start? I think you mentioned talking about rates and things to get us going.
Wanted to highlight a couple of our specials we've got going on right now. We have a 15-month special going at 3.75%. So great one if you're kind of interested in a little bit of a shorter term. And then we've got a 27-month at the 3.75 too. So if you're looking to go a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they both have the step up.
They both have our step up feature, which is great. It lets you once during the life of the CD come in, and if our current rate is higher, you can step up to what that current rate is. So
nice.
With kind of the uncertainty going on right now with rates and where are they going to end up, that's a great feature for people that want to lock something in now, but maybe keep some of that upward potential.
Yeah. Well, whenever we use the term rate in the banking industry, fluctuation seems to go right along with that. It can go either direction, can it? Up or down?
Yes. This last year has been kind of interesting watching what they do. So
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, stop in, talk with Becky. She'd be happy to go over some of those with you. And then some of our other account types, our money market might be interesting for people who want to earn a little bit but still have some access to their money.
Okay. All right. Question on debit cards. I know that you guys deal with that. Here we are in the holiday shopping season. Sometimes we want to make sure we don't spend too much, right? So limits, can we put limits on our debit card? Can we kind of control that? I know that obviously we want to be careful to make sure someone doesn't get our debit card information and start using our account to buy their Christmas gifts. But there are a lot of safeguards that are now in place for debit cards, right?
Yes, and that is something else we've started now is the new Card Hub app that we have, and that will allow you to kind of monitor those limits a little bit more, and if you do suspect somebody else is shopping on your card, you can go in and shut it off and let us know, and then we can take care of it from there and stop that from happening. So
And that app also has a spend insight portion, so it's all within our Custer Federal, and at the bottom of the app there's a spot that says cards. If you hit that cards, it'll bring up details about your debit card, and you can add multiple cards. So if you've got yours and say your husband's, or you've got 2 different accounts you use, you can add all those cards there. And then for each card, you can look at the spend insight, and it will give you kind of a where have you been spending your money breakdown. And it does a little pie chart that shows you, are you spending it on groceries? Are you spending it on gas? Are you doing a lot of Christmas shopping and spending it at department stores or whatever it might be? So kind of give you a little breakdown and help you control your budget a bit.
Yeah. That can be good and bad.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if I want to see the pie chart on how I spend my money or not.
Yeah, it could be helpful, though, as you kind of start to budget, especially with prices going up so much this year. It gives you a little insight that you may not realize how much your grocery bill has gone up or different portions of your spending.
Technology just amazes me. I mean, we're talking about, an app or whatever that gives you a pie chart of what you're spending your money on.
And it's interesting, too. It breaks it down and tells you month by month, kind of, and there's different ways it'll break it down and tell you, how much you spent this month versus last month to really kind of help you with that budgeting, which is great.
Yeah. I know that I think I've shared this story, but this was a while ago, but I was looking at my statement, and I'm looking at this charge. I'm like, where in the world did this come from? And so I called Becky, and Becky looked into it, and it was something I did purchase. But that's what I appreciate, you guys. You're very open. If someone does see something on their account that doesn't make sense to them and they're not sure what it is, you guys are willing to help.
Absolutely.
And calling in ahead of time would stop from other transactions possibly coming through. And so, yeah, as soon as you notice something, whether you know it is you or not, I mean, we can always look into it and help out there. So,
and a lot of times we can see a little more details. So sometimes it comes across as one name that maybe doesn't ring a bell. A lot of, we know what they kind of do business as their name, but a lot of them have a different corporate name behind it. So what shows on your account might be a little different, and we can look a little deeper and help you figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Let's see, other topics that you guys wanted to discuss this morning?
Kind of along the same lines with debit cards as we enter holiday travel season. On the same app, you can go in and put where you're traveling to. So really recommend you do that. You can give us a call and we can do it, or if you've got the app, you can go in and set where you're traveling to, just so you don't have any surprises when you go to fuel up and your card won't work because you're out of kind of your normal spending habits. So we've got a lot of fraud protections in place trying to catch unusual spending on your card, but if you're going to do something out of the normal for you, go ahead and set your travel or let us know so we can make sure those transactions go through and you don't have any middle of the night surprises at the gas station.
Yeah. There'd be nothing worse than showing up at a gas station to fill up, trying to get home or trying to get to your destination, and the card doesn't work or something.
Yeah, especially with the holidays over the weekend. We'll be closed there a few days.
Right.
We'll be closed the Monday after Christmas. So if you're traveling then, we won't be there to help with those then.
Okay. That was going to be one of my questions, if you kind of set your schedule for how you're going to handle the holidays, because Christmas and New Year's lands on a Sunday. So, but you'll be closed.
We close
on
the
Monday
after. So the Federal Reserve acknowledges that holiday on the Monday when the holiday's actually on Sunday.
Okay.
So they close. So Monday after Christmas, Monday after New Year's will be closed.
Yeah. I know that Brad Bell, is he still in charge of the music?
Yes.
At Custer Federal State Bank? Is it all Christmas music now or not?
I have not heard a Christmas song yet.
Brad Bell is not playing Christmas music yet?
There has been a little bit sprinkled in, but I've only heard a little. He told me he likes to wait till we get a little bit closer so we're not burned out on Christmas by the time the week of hits.
So Brad's easing into it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's see, anything else you guys wanted to share? Or have we touched on most everything?
I think we kind of hit on what we needed to discuss, I guess.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. And tell everybody at the bank hi and Merry Christmas from us here at KC&I KBBN. And just really, really appreciate the kind people that work there that continue to give me pineapple suckers when I come. So, especially Jody. She's really good at that. So, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Custer Federal State Bank, our guest here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Stay with us. We will be going to Callaway later in the show to talk about their Christmas festivities later on tonight. So, that's all coming up.
You were wrong.
8:45 as we roll through this Wednesday morning together. Again, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll take you live to Callaway. Dave and Jeremy are on their way there, and we're going to be talking about the special Christmas celebration they have going on in Callaway later today, and we'll find out all about that coming up later in today's show. I want to let you know about the special things happening at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts here in Broken Bow. Of course, we're in a new month now, so that means new flavored drinks for the month of December. And they've got some good ones for the holidays. Here are the featured drinks for the month of December at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. Featuring this month, the Jack Frost, a mixture of chocolate, mint, and cinnamon. The Peppermint Mocha, mixture, obviously, of mocha and peppermint. Also, the Fireplace, toasted marshmallow and cinnamon. The Snuggle Chai, vanilla chai and caramel mix. And the Mistletoe, spiced chai, maple, and cinnamon. Those are the featured drinks this month at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. They are open 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Don't forget to stop in and shop their great gift selection, too. They feature a lot of Nebraska-made products, products from local merchants and artists. So check it out, Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts right here in Broken Bow. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow believes that an active life is a nurturing experience. At their facility, residents can thrive and live an active lifestyle. Activities can bring about a feeling and sense of self-worth and well-being. Some daily stimulating and physical activities include movies, music, crafts, games, exercising, gardening, and cooking, outings in their new outdoor area. It is a wonderful care facility that specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia care assisted living. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow. To find out more, call 872-6387. Also, a job opportunity we want to remind you of. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership still looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler teacher center specialist. This is a 40-hour per week year-round position in Broken Bow. Good starting pay, right around $20 per hour, depending on your qualifications. Looking for someone with a Child Development Associate Certificate, an associate's or bachelor's degree in early childhood education, would prefer experience working with infants and toddlers, income qualifying families, and past supervisory experience. The individual would be responsible for center coordination, supervision, and teaching. If you would like more information, contact CNCAP Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. Also, our friends at Cattlary Farms, just outside Loop City, Nebraska. They're 4 miles east of Loop City. You'll find them right off Highway 92. They got a big day coming up on Saturday. Huge day. Because this is when Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and the reindeer visit at Cattlary Farms just outside Loop City. Come and see Mr. and Mrs. Claus and the reindeer this Saturday, December 10th at Cattlary Farms. He'll be there from 1 to 3. Now, there is a $3 admission to see Santa and the reindeer. Kids 3 and under will be admitted free, and they have some other activities that will be going on that day as well. So a lot to enjoy. That'll be coming up this Saturday, December 10th. From 1 to 3, Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the reindeer visiting Cattlary Farms this Saturday afternoon. Their holiday hours this year are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, open noon to 6. They're open Saturdays from 10 to 6, open on Sunday from 1 until 6. They are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. The final day of the season at Cattlary Farms will be Sunday, December 18th, when they'll be open from noon to 5. Check out their website at cattleryfarms.com. Cattlary spelled K-A-T-A-L-A-R-I. You can also visit them on Facebook. And don't forget their barn is available for rent for your special occasions and get-togethers during the year. For more information on that, call 308-745-0938.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Christmas greetings from Nebraska State Bank. This is Stuart Fox inviting you to help us celebrate the holiday season at our open houses at all 4 branch locations. Myrna on December 7th, East Branch December 8th, then Callaway on December 13th, and the Broken Bow Main Branch on December 15th. Check out our website, nesb.bank, for more details. From all of us at Nebraska State Bank, we wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Hi, everybody. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ. We used to hear it all the time. If you want to live forever, make Jesus Lord of your life. But I've got news for you. We're all going to live forever. The only question is, where? If you have questions, we have answers. Give us a call, 872-2618, Lillian Church of Christ, where we love to share Jesus.
The Light It Up Christmas Decorating Contest is back. Gibbons Electric, KCNI, KBBN, and the Broken Bow Chamber invite you to enter one picture of your home or business decorated for the season. Then you'll be put on a map for people to tour Custer County and vote. Winners will get both chamber bucks and cash. Email your entry to the chamber office by the end of Monday the 12th. Voting starts the 13th. Thank you to sponsors Varney Health Mart, Poor County Heating and Air, Nebraska State Bank, Power Solutions, Grocery Cart, Custer Public Power District, Sergeant Pipe, and Ansley Lumber.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI.
This Wednesday morning, getting close to news time here at 9 o'clock. But before we hit the news, we want to let you know what's showing at the movies at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Showing yet tonight and tomorrow night. It's going to be ending its run soon, but the movie Devotion showing for a couple of more nights at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow, so check it out. Also, a holiday film, a unique one. I don't know if you've seen the previews or not, but Violent Night is showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. I saw one of the reviews. They call it Home Alone meets Die Hard. There you go. Violent Night showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Also, the animated film Strange World, rated PG, still showing now at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. So as we go into the weekend, through the weekend into next week, they have a new movie that will be arriving on Friday, and that is the movie Spirited. This is the new motion picture starring Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, the hilarious modern musical update of the classic Charles Dickens story. And that will start showing just in time for the holiday season at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. It'll start on Friday. It'll continue through the weekend into next week. And then remaining at the theater through the weekend and into next week, the movies Violent Night and Strange World. Also, thanks to some wonderful businesses across our area, they are bringing back the free Christmas movie series for the season. And coming up on Saturday, December 10th, showtime 2 o'clock, free Christmas movie sponsored by Culligan in Broken Bow, and free popcorn provided by SG Concrete Pros. They'll be showing The Star on Saturday afternoon, December 10th at 2 o'clock. That'll be the free Christmas movie series for the week, sponsored by Culligan. Again, free popcorn provided by SG Concrete Pros. The Star showing on Saturday, December 10th at 2 o'clock at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. To find out more, make sure you check out their great website, watchthefox.com. You'll be able to see what is showing, some of the movies that will be coming up yet this holiday season. And if you would like to maybe rent the theater for a Christmas party or something like that, just contact the theater and they can give you information on that. And, of course, thanks to Nebraska State Bank, because on Tuesday night they still do their free popcorn night at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Again, their website, watchthefox.com. KC Trucking is looking for a full-time truck driver. Class A or B CDL is required for this position. Good starting wage at $21 per hour. Paid vacation, overtime opportunities, but you'll be home every night and driving the scenic Central Nebraska during the day. Call 870-3563 to find out more. If no one answers, they encourage you to leave a message and they'll get back in touch. Again, the number 870-3563. KC Trucking, looking for a full-time truck driver. It's important to insure your home, your family, and your possessions, but it's also important to insure your business. Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow about getting the right coverage. They have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help your business. From HR to OSHA availability to other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side. Talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today. Call 872-6438, or you can visit them at 940 South E Street in Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. CBS News projects Democrat Raphael Warnock the victor over Republican Herschel Walker in Georgia's high-stakes Senate runoff. CBS's Nicole Killian is in Atlanta.
Senator Warnock is expected to return to Capitol Hill as soon as today. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called his win the last brick in Democrats' firewall.
North Carolina Republicans take their case over redistricting and voting rules to the Supreme Court today, insisting they have sole power over both. Loyola Law's Lori Levinson.
At this point, there are several conservative justices on the Supreme Court who might be open to that argument, including Justices Alito, Kavanaugh, Thomas, and Gorsuch.
New York fans will keep rising for the judge. The AP reports American League MVP Aaron Judge will stay with the Yankees after agreeing to a 9-year, $360 million contract. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Kevin Wyatt.
Breaking news, John Paul Morosi reporting that reigning American League MVP Aaron Judge has agreed on a contract with the New York Yankees. Ken Rosenthal reports that it's a 9-year, $360 million deal to keep the slugger in New York. One Yankee who will not be returning is Jameson Taillon. He has chosen to sign a 4-year, $68 million deal with the Cubs. The Cubs also coming to terms with former MVP Cody Bellinger, inking him to a 1-year, $17.5 million contract. The Pittsburgh Pirates won the #1 overall pick in next year's draft during Major League Baseball's first ever draft lottery. The Nationals, Tigers, Rangers, and Twins round out the top 5. NFL news, ESPN's Paul Gutierrez reports that Darren Waller is, quote, on track to come off injured reserve for Week 15 against the Patriots. That's next Sunday. College basketball, #1 Houston improved to 9-0 after they beat North Florida 76-41.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A winter weather advisory goes into effect for this evening coming up. First for today, lots of sunshine with highs into the upper 30s. Then for tonight, turning mostly cloudy, a slight chance for snow developing late, a low of 17. A wintry mix of snow, freezing rain, and eventually some rain on your Thursday. Less than an inch of daytime snowfall with highs up to 34. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Currently at our studios, sunshine and 25 degrees. As we continue on the breakfast show this morning, we're joined on the phone now by Ladarius at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Ladarius, how are you today?
I'm good, man. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. What's happening at the Hut?
Oh, man. As of today, actually, say goodbye to the no dine-in sign.
Hey, wonderful. So you're open for people to come in and dine in right there at Pizza Hut now?
Yes, we sure is. Come on in here.
Well, congratulations, Ladarius. I know you guys have been working hard to build up your staff to where you could open up the dining area again. I'm sure that's exciting.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
All right, so let's see. Some of the specials, boy, these pizza melts. I've had these more than once. I'm just going to tell you, Ladarius, they're a hit. They're a hit in my family. I'm guessing they're a hit with many families out there.
Oh, yeah, man. They're pretty good.
Now, what are the different varieties of the pizza melts that you serve?
Yes, sir. We have the pepperoni lovers. We also have the meat lovers. We have the buffalo chicken and the chicken parmesan.
All right. Let's see. I think the last time we visited with you, I want to say you were talking about bringing, is it the triple treat box back? Am I right on that?
There is. Yes, sir. You're correct. And you can order it as of today.
Wonderful. And what all comes in the triple treat box?
Yes, sir. It's 2 medium pizzas. Comes with 2 medium pizzas with 1 topping on them. Also, you can add your own toppings for additional price. And it also comes with an order of breadsticks and an order of Cinnabons.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Those Cinnabons are good, man.
Oh, yeah. I can't stay off of them.
You know, we talk about the Cinnabons. That's the one thing that, I mean, listen, I'm like many people. We're calling up Pizza Hut all the time, but we forget about some of the great things that you have to go along with your pizza, whether it be Cinnabons. I think you still do the big chocolate chip cookie and things too, right?
We sure do. And we do the brownie.
And the brownie. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's good too. So a lot of things you can get at Pizza Hut to fill up a delicious meal. Let's see. Let's talk about your staff a little bit, Ladarius. Obviously, you've built it up since you're able to open the dining room area up again. But are you still looking for some help?
Right now, I'm good.
You're good.
Now I just got to get the people that's here trained.
Wonderful.
So they can be, yes, sir, Pizza Hut quality.
All right. Super. You talked about the dining area being open again. Give us your hours for the dining area and for just carry out and delivery too.
Okay. The dine-in area, okay, only for an hour. My opener, she's only 11 to 2, but my closer comes in at 3.
Okay.
So, but from 2 to 3, the manager there or the cook, we can help you out if you want to come dine in. Like I say, goodbye to the dine-in sign.
Okay.
But yeah, we got that here from 11 to close, which is close is 10 o'clock on the weekdays and 11 o'clock on Friday and Saturdays.
All right. Let's see, any other specials that are going on right now at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow, Ladarius, that you want to mention?
Yeah, right now we have the large one-topping stuffed crust for $13.99.
All right. Let's see, anything else you want to mention here this morning on the show?
Yeah, I want to say I apologize about the dine-in being closed for so long. You know, we've been having a little trouble on getting people here, but now let's get the past behind us and let's get that dine-in open, and y'all come on in here with your families, and we'll be happy to serve y'all.
That's fantastic, Ladarius. Well, listen, I think that we all understand that the situation with the dine-in area, that was out of your control. So, but it's great to know that you have brought some people in now to make that happen again, and I'm sure people will be coming in to see you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Ladarius, thanks for joining us. I don't know if we'll talk to you before Christmas or not. Maybe we will, but if we don't, Merry Christmas to you and everybody at Pizza Hut.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Thanks, Ladarius.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Hey, isn't that exciting? The dining area open now at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Fantastic news. 9:08 is the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? You feel like there's no way out? Get off the endless debt treadmill and start saving money each month. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Resolve your credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and even timeshares. Call now at 800-208-1312 for free information. For over 15 years, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands get out of debt. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Get off the endless cycle without having to declare bankruptcy. You'll have the right to get your debt resolved for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 800-208-1312. That's 800-208-1312. 800-208-1312.
9 minutes past the hour. They are getting set up in Callaway. Jeremy and Dave are there. They're waiting for a couple of more guests to join them. So once everybody is there, we will be going live to Callaway to talk about some of their special activities planned for later in the day as they celebrate an old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway. So stay with us.
got little kids or you're more senior than you and I, Dave, we got something for everybody going on today and tonight, and it'll just be a lot of fun.
And Ken, things kind of get started at 4 o'clock, right? Is that kind of the time I've been seeing?
Right. That's generally when most of them will start. And Stacy and some of the other people we'll talk today will give you specifics about it. You know, the craft show, I think, starts at 4. But there's a soup supper tonight. There's Santa Claus, of course, tonight. There's a Mrs. Claus coming tonight. And a reindeer, I hear. Not, you know, Mrs. Claus is bringing her assistant, who is a reindeer. There's movies, you know, in the library. There's rides with a tractor and wagon, you know, downtown. It's just all kinds of fun. There's going to be Christmas music played and live music and just all kinds of stuff. And all these amazing people over here are going to give you some details on it.
On the details, we'll take that offer and get the details from the rest of the crew. Let's talk a little bit real quick about yesterday, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Ken, I know you're pretty proud of what took place yesterday.
I'm really proud of the whole Callaway community, but I'm also proud of how the community is working together in the county, the CEDC, and, you know, Dave, you and I remember where it used to be every community for itself, and you know, we wanted it in Callaway and not at Broken Bow, and finally the mentality, you know, we've learned that we're stronger together and that working together makes us all stronger. And so yesterday when we had the groundbreaking for a new home that's funded through the Nebraska Affordable Trust, Housing Trust, and CEDC is the administrator of that. 2 of those homes have been built in Broken Bow. The third one's being built in Callaway. And so hopefully in June we'll have a open house, a ribbon cutting for that. But there's been lots of man hours, you know, volunteer-wise on the Callaway end, and lots of man hours, you know, with the state and with CNED and with Carla Kimball and with Keith Ellis and Amber Ross. Just lots of people have put into it. But it's you know, housing is something every community needs. Broken Bow needs it. Arnold needs it. Everybody needs it. And we're just really glad to have one of those houses coming here. And hopefully, you know, more of those houses will be built.
Yeah, and in the news story this morning, Grant had put it together and had some of your comments recorded. And I liked what you said. There was such faith in this happening that the groundwork was already put in, but not knowing when it was going to happen for sure.
Yeah, prior to me being on the village council, the village board, the previous village council, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago, Lawrence Paulson's here and he's on the village board too. But prior to them, they, you know, Masons bought this alfalfa ground and said, hey, I think we can put a housing development here. And came to the city and said, what do you know, we need infrastructure, we need electricity. And so that board put that in on the good faith that, okay, houses would be built, and they gave the vision there'd be up to 12 houses or something like that out there. And I think right now there are 6 or 7 new houses and 2 more lots sold for houses to be built there. And so it, you know, it's forward looking. I mean, Dave, you've been around Callaway long enough to know that whether we're independent or stubborn or forward looking or whatever, we just believe we can get things done.
Yeah.
And things are happening, you know. I think Callaway's on the move and good things are happening. And again, just proud of that, but proud that we work together honestly as a county to make things happen for all of us.
All right, Ken. Well, let's all get together in Callaway when you put on this celebration, your pre-Christmas party here.
Yeah.
It's nice that people will come from all around.
Yeah, everybody's invited tonight. I mean, again, the people coming, you know, here will give you details to each event, but it's just a fun atmosphere. You know, the old time when you and I were kids, when you'd go to town on Saturday night and the town was full, the streets will be full tonight. You know, it's kind of like when Broken Bow had their parade, their Christmas parade. You know, I watched it. You guys broadcast it, and I watched it and stuff, and it was just... It's fun to see kids downtown. It's fun to see people downtown. People visit. They get a cup of coffee. They get hot chocolate. Even if you don't, and the merchants will have, you know, different specials. And, you know, Lawrence will talk about his, or he's doing some great things. But part of the benefit is just getting together, feeling good. You know, the COVID years have been crazy, and it's good to be back together again, pat each other on the back, say Merry Christmas. And that's what we want to invite everybody to. Just come and be a part and see your friends and neighbors.
All right, Ken. Thanks a lot. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Right. Now, we know everybody has schedules here, Jeremy, so we'll just let them kind of schedule themselves in here so that we can get them all off to work or their projects for the day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Paulson, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Good. Let's start with the Callaway Market. Talk a little bit about that. I was thinking about this, actually, yesterday, knowing we were going to come over and hearing you sometimes advertise your hours, and I've known you a long time, and I have to say that either you or I, when we were younger, didn't plan on working this many hours.
No, this was not the schedule. But
for your customers, you have some pretty convenient hours.
Yeah, we're open 8 to 7 Monday through Saturday and 11 to 5 on Sundays. Thanksgiving and Christmas being the only days that we are not open, and so we get our time in. It's always amazed me that when I was in the agricultural business, I thought I worked a lot of hours.
Yeah.
But didn't realize there's other people out there that work as many.
Retail has the requirement for more hours too, but I know the people appreciate what you've done with the market, Lawrence. It's really come along nicely, and a town this size really needs to have a healthy grocery store, and there's all sorts of other things that you sell there, so I know they appreciate it.
Yeah, and we appreciate people telling us. I mean, people come in and a lot and say that you probably don't hear it very often, but we do, and I appreciate everybody's comments. I mean, I can't say we wouldn't be able to do any of this without the support of this community, and they've been outstanding. I mean, it took a little while to get things going, and of course, I didn't know anything about retail when I started, but I think I'm a quick learner.
You do now.
but we're learning every day.
Yeah.
But, we always appreciate when people come in and say, well, I wish you could have this or I wish you could have that. And we always try our hardest to get that in and satisfy their desires. But, can't get everything all the time, especially these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's still, the distribution channels are still a little backlogged, and
Sure.
it's kind of tough to get things in even today.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of tonight, are there some specific things you have going on tonight?
Tonight from 5 to 8, we're going to run a 15% off special, 15% off of everything except alcohol and tobacco, which I'm sorry for those people. Can't satisfy everyone, but that'll go on. So, and in addition to our normal Good Buys program that we have running all the time with just hundreds of products that are reduced, makes that 15% off, even off of that price. So it's a pretty good deal. It adds up to more than that, but we'll have also, that won't apply to our Christmas ribeyes that we have on sale. If people want a ribeye for Christmas, we always sell them at cost. This year, I think they're $13.49 a pound for a good certified Angus beef choice ribeye. So we only have about 30 of those available. So get your name in if you want one. But so those won't apply on that sale also. But if they want to get their name on the list, we'll have them. But, our Good Buys program, we always have hundreds of products all the time that are marked down. It changes every month. And so that's going on. We'll have some cookies and hot chocolate and my famous cider that has been requested again, I guess. So that'll pain me to have to cook that up today and sample.
Also, just swing by.
Yeah, and just swing by and say hi. I mean, you don't have to come in and shop. Just stop in, and it's fun to people come in and out and, reacquaint and say hi and warm up a little bit. But
Yeah, there you
hopefully
go.
today won't be too cold.
Yeah, the weather should be pretty
Sounds
good.
pretty
I think
good.
for
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah, I think everything's going to kind of come our direction tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, starts later tonight, so should be just about perfect timing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good event. I know that Ken and Stacy and all the others have worked hard on the chamber and to line this up as I always do, and we always get a lot of people to volunteer and make it happen, and it's a fun evening.
All right. Lawrence, thanks a lot. It's good to see you.
You bet. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
over.
Oh, boy, here comes Zach.
You ready?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to keep waiting for you to get your hair grown back out and get that little ponytail going again.
I know. There's too much awkward stage that I can't.
Yeah, that hat.
Yeah, it
that
just doesn't.
in-between
Yeah, the
part,
in-between.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just have
I covered that with a hat for the first year, I think.
Oh,
so, yeah.
and now you have kids, so they'll be pulling on it.
Yeah.
So, how you been?
Good.
How's
Good.
things at Myers Insurance?
Good. We've been really busy this year. We got hit with a pretty good hailstorm in June,
Yes,
so
we
we've been busy with that and trying to get people taken care of repairs. So it's a slow process with the amount of damage we had. So, but
that was probably one of the worst set of pictures that most people looked at for a while. At those hail pictures after that storm, and some of the vehicles looked like they'd been in World War II. It was just something to see.
Yeah, it was. That was the biggest loss we've had in throughout our agency. So, and we're actually celebrating 60 years in Callaway this year. So, kind of overshadowed by that. So on the 60th year, kind of.
Well, although. Maybe overshadowed a little bit, but Jeremy, we talk about it all the time. 60 years of service here, and when you have a catastrophe like that, then they know they can walk in the office if they're one of your customers and start getting to work on the repairs and all the necessary paperwork that needs to be done because you're here for them for 60 years.
And we've been blessed. People have been so supportive over the years, and the amount of work we had is a testament to the support that we've had. So we have a lot of clients in Callaway, and we hope to get everything repaired and taken care of as quickly as possible. So, yeah.
That's quite an event that you had here, and one that we hope you don't have again for another 100 years.
Yeah.
Jeremy probably has some Christmas questions for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, any specific things that you want to make sure people know about going into tonight and beyond?
Yes, we're doing our open house from 5 to 7 tonight.
Okay.
Just cookies, coffees, and then we give out some desk diaries. We've done that for years, so stop in and grab one of those and just come say hi. And we want to many people around town. There's a lot of good stuff going on, and we just want as many people to come in and say hi as we can. So
I think it'll be a good night for cookies and coffee.
Yeah,
feels like it'll lend itself to that.
Yeah, yep. We I got Roxy on that duty, so she's been working pretty hard. Yeah, so in collaboration with her side business.
Yes, of course, I understand. She can't dance all the time.
No. So.
Oh, what fun. Well, there's been a lot of great conversations in that room over the years. People walk in, say hi, walk in to do business. What a great time to just walk in and have some treats with you guys and enjoy this wonderful event you guys have had for so many years here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to everybody coming into town.
All right, Zach. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Be good.
Yeah, I'll
it's
try.
getting easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Look
Hi,
who's here.
Vita.
Hi, how are you guys?
Doing good. How are you?
Great.
Good. What have you got going on for Callaway's Christmas event?
Well, I'm
beyond.
With beyond. I'm with Nebraska State Bank, and I travel to all of them, so I get to be over here for this one today.
Fun.
So yeah, but we're gonna continue the celebration at Nebraska State because ours won't be until next.
That's right. You've got
Tuesday.
your open houses coming up, right?
Yep.
Do you
Myrna's,
know all of them off the top of your head?
I do. Myrna's is today from 9 to 3. East Branches is tomorrow from 9 to 3. Ours is the 13th here in Callaway from 1 to 4. And then the main branches is the 15th next Thursday from 9 to 3. So
Wow.
if you can't get one, you have other choices to go to. So
Busy.
always.
Great.
So, but no, this is a wonderful little community, and being over here and stuff is just, they just welcome you.
Yeah, it's always been that way here, hasn't it?
Yes.
Now, did we ever really officially thank you for the last treats you brought into the station?
I don't know, but how were they?
They were unbelievable.
Now you know what a trifle is,
Yeah,
huh?
trifle us any time, but that was really nice of you. That was
Well,
great.
You guys gotta get you educated on
That might be
food,
the
so.
first and only time I ever eat trifle in my life, honestly.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I answered a question about Madeleines one time. Brought you some Madeleines.
Yes.
So
That's a food?
Yep, it's just a little cookie, kind of a cake type cookie thing.
Think about Vita. You just want to maybe get a dictionary out and look up some food
Yes.
and mention it.
Define this
And
with
she'll
my
make
taste
it.
buds.
And I'm sure that they'll have treats at all these open houses that you're talking about, and
Yes, I think Karen will have Karen Smith's cookies. So
Oh, good.
we're
Oh,
going to have
yes.
top-notch cookies here. So, and I think they've got cider and coffee and stuff planned as well. So
Okay.
it'll be a
All right.
good time at whatever branch you want to go to.
Yes, that's right.
So-
That's right.
And can you mention those again?
Myrna's is today from 9 to 3. East Branches is tomorrow from 9 to 3. Callaway's is the 13th from 1 to 4. And Main Branches is the 15th from 9 to 3.
Okay.
All right.
So,
all right.
all right, well, I'll pass this
I
on.
wish Brent was here to sing Viva Las Vegas.
He makes my day.
I don't think Jeremy and I will probably do that.
No, you don't want to hear me sing.
That's just a Brent rendition. That's the only one to pull that off. I'm not sure who's next. I think they're
All
over there
right.
talking.
Candace,
so.
you want to come on over?
Yeah, Candace.
All right. Well, you guys have a great
Thanks,
day, and
thanks.
everybody come and enjoy the celebration here.
All right, thanks,
Vida.
Vida.
Thank you.
Hi, Candace.
Hi, fellas. How are you?
Good. Thanks for hosting us again.
Absolutely.
It feels like we've had so many conversations around this table right here.
It's kind of like the Knights of the Round Table in
yeah.
Callaway, Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, exciting night tonight, and do you have some things going on as well to invite people to?
Yeah, we've always kind of kept it the same. We do specials on our appetizers if someone just wants a light snack or something like that instead of a full meal. But and then we run our happy hour prices all night, and just kind of a place to get in case it gets cold. If people are wandering around, they want to stop in and say hi. Dana usually concocts some type of merry beverage that she puts on a special, so you never know what she'll come up with. So
Something to warm you from the inside.
yes, it's usually kind of special like that, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Very special, yeah.
And we always got our stereo speakers out on the party deck here in the front of the bar, so our little, we call it the front porch, and so it's kind of fun. You can get some Christmas tunes playing out there on the street and have the sound out there while people are walking around going to the different stuff out in Callaway. So,
And I know you've got another event coming up that you want to make mention of. We always have to make sure to learn about that, because I think that's just a great thing and that's been going on for a little while now, right? You've been kind of
Yes.
gathering some things, but
This will
it
be
all
ours.
culminates soon, right?
yeah, this is our 6th annual, we call it Annie's Little Wranglers toy drive, and this is our 6th year. And it really goes well. We always do a raffle. We have a 50-inch, like a smart TV for a raffle, and a couple other items. And we also do silent auction stuff that we put together. And we call it the toy drive party. That'll be December 17th this year on a Saturday night. And that's kind of the culmination where we gather up the however many toys and donations for toys that we can get, and then all of our toys stay here in Callaway and in the greater Custer County area. So
Now, if people are still wanting to donate, they can either make a monetary donation or they can donate a toy, right?
Yeah.
And it's an unwrapped toy?
yes, it's a new unwrapped toy. And actually last year when we got done with our toy party, we actually went and bought some gift cards and like warm socks and stuff too, because there are kids that are in their younger teens and in their teens that perhaps they're not interested in having a toy. So
Sure.
it's kind of nice just to give them a little bit of money that they can go spend at Walmart or somewhere and get themselves something that they want. So
Definitely.
so that worked out really well. And also I always have to mention my musical guest, but I have a young man that will be playing at the toy party named BJ Jameson, and
Growing in popularity every day, isn't it?
gosh, you're gonna hear this kid, and I think you're gonna be pretty excited someday that you might get him out there on the radio. I hope so.
Yeah, definitely.
We'd love to. Do you have any thoughts about, it's a little ways off, but New Year's party?
We're open always for New Year's Eve and just for the dinner crowd and doing that. Last year we kind of had fun. We played bingo afterwards. We had some fun with that. Just sometimes people don't want the big limelight wild party. So there was a lot of people that just had a good time playing bingo and winning some silly prizes that we had and and all that good stuff.
Sure.
Another thing we also do, and this is kind of our tradition, is we call it Christmas for Misfits. And Christmas Day we open up about 4 o'clock, and everybody just brings their covered dish down, and we just have some beers and play some pool, and we have a couple fun games and just stuff like that for people that don't have any place to go for Christmas, and that's always been a hit too. So.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be busy the next few weeks, sounds like.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, you know.
But the big thing is the 17th, if people just show up, you're going to start, and then you'll have, if they bring their gifts at that time, you'll have kind of the raffles and things like that.
Yeah.
That's just kind of that culmination.
Yeah, all the raffles. In fact, I think we'll draw the raffle prize, the big prize of the television on Sunday morning. Maybe Saturday night, maybe, you know, I don't know. It's one way or the other, because I'm sure Saturday night will be the end of the ticket purchases anyway, so we could go ahead and get that done. Sometimes we do big toys. A couple years ago, we did sounds crazy, but we had a boys and a girls bicycle on the raffles, and a brother and a sister won them.
Oh, wow. Wow, there you go.
So Grandma got to pick them up, and it was both to the same family, so that was crazy with all the tickets that we sold that happened, but it's pretty cute and interesting.
Yeah, very.
Sometimes we do the TVs for the adults, and they enjoy that, and then it just helps get money in there to buy more toys. Toys are kind of outrageous this year, so it's gonna get interesting to go do the shopping and get the toys bought. So,
cool. Candace, real quick, I know your hours are different than they were a year or two ago. You want to kind of cover that real quick?
Yeah, we actually are closed Mondays and Tuesdays now. Any other day we're open 11 a.m. and the kitchen's open till 10. With this kind of shortage of help, there have been times where we've had to close. And for instance, my dad's not doing well, and so we've always made sure we really post it on our Facebook page, days ahead of time, so that if we need to be closed, I try to give everybody a heads up so that they're not disappointed if they drive all the way to Callaway and there's no steakhouse open. So it's rough, but it's just kind of right now it's just the way it is.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's too bad. But Monday and Tuesdays you're always closed.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the times kitchen's open till 10, which is pretty nice for a town this size to have a kitchen open at 10 o'clock until 10. So I know they appreciate that.
The only night that the kitchen closes a little early is Sunday. We go till about 8 on Sundays.
Sure.
Because our ordinance is actually that the bars close at 10 on Sunday, so that's just kind of a way to get the kitchen closed down and get everybody
if you shut the
swept out of here.
Yeah, you shut the food down first, then everything else kind of tapers off.
Right.
There you go.
So,
Well, thanks for having us again, Candace, and have fun tonight.
I think it'll
Merry
be
Christmas.
Thank you so much. Good to see you guys.
You
Good
too.
to see ya.
All right. Oh, for heaven's sakes! Now, Jeremy, I'm out of this conversation.
Oh, okay. Do you want to introduce me to who I'm speaking with?
He can't remember.
Yes, Christy Pitkin. And,
oh, hi.
And just don't ask about marital status or who she's married to.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. I wasn't planning on asking.
Okay. Well, I did one day. Never mind. Go ahead.
Dave Burney, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
How about you?
Good. And Jeremy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
Good. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
It's very festive.
Thank you. I'm here to talk for the foundation, the Callaway Community Foundation. As you probably know, we passed a bond issue in November for our swimming pool. And so now we're in the process of raising funds for the swimming pool. And for anybody that is wanting to do year-end contributions, we would love to see some of that money come toward the pool. And they can do that by making their checks out to the Callaway Community Foundation. They can memo the line swimming pool on the check, or they can put a little note in that says this is for the swimming pool. Our P.O. Box is 262, Callaway, Nebraska. And we'll also have a table up at the hall tonight.
Okay.
And we're just excited to move forward and see where this goes and see if we can raise quite a bit of that money that needs to come in so that we don't have it on our taxes.
Sure.
So,
isn't it exciting, the voting that took place and the positive feedback you got from the voters? We want to move forward.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty amazing.
We just would really like to see some young couples come into our town, and I think it's important to have recreation for them and for their kids. And one of the things I like best about a swimming pool as compared to a splash pad is our local kids can take swimming lessons and learn how to swim.
Mhm.
And I
Right.
think that's huge in this day where water recreation is such a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, it's hard
yeah.
to learn how to swim in a splash pad.
Yeah, therein lies the problem.
not quite deep enough.
Although, maybe Dave could.
Maybe with splasher. I'd be safer there.
There you go.
I don't know how far I can swim anymore, but
So I only have one question for you, Dave.
Yes.
Have you been handing out ice cream bars, and have you learned how to do that so that it looks like you're really working instead of visiting?
I didn't do too well this summer at the fair. I was criticized quite a bit for taking so long to get back to need any more.
So you had 2 boxes with 6 in each box, and that's all you passed out the whole hour? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much.
You know what? It's really nice to know that some things don't change.
Well, we had fun together that evening, and it was fun last year. But yeah, I didn't do any better. That's what you're asking.
Okay. You might want to watch the mail to see if he's included in next year's mailing for a volunteer.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah, they keep putting his name down. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
But if you want like half melted ice cream sandwiches, like if
See
that's what
Dave.
you prefer, see Dave. That's where you go.
There you go. There you go.
Just doesn't work out. You see people you haven't seen for a while, and the next thing you know, you're visiting, and there's ice cream dripping down your wrist.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
But your
you.
table tonight is at the community center. You said
That's correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank
and thanks
you.
for coming over.
Yeah.
Stacy, come on over with this guy. Now.
Hi, Gene.
How you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You look
It's
like
good
you're
to
up.
see you.
You look like you're up to something.
I know what's
He's got
going
something
on.
to tell you or something.
I just had a text from Ken Pickin to stop down here that you had some Christmas cheer to give me.
I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he invited you down to visit with us, because Casey and I, KBBN, would at this time like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we forgive you for all your previous trespasses.
Well, the feeling's very mutual.
So, real quick, you're going south to golf at all, or?
No, I don't have any immediate plans, but hopefully I make some soon.
Now, you know that Jeremy and I would like lessons sometime from Sneringer Golf.
Well, I think Jeremy has a gift certificate from something, I think.
Well, I tried to buy it. I missed out on it at the foundation.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried to buy it. Someone outbid me.
Well, now
my wife and I both. She's got a slice. She's got to fix, and I top my drives. So you've got your work cut out for us. But I'm going to be hitting you up hopefully this next year.
That might be a several session segment or whatever.
It will be. I know it will be.
Dave, it's several months or whatever. But
Well, by the way it's going, you won't have to worry about it being hit out of bounds, because I can't hit it that far. So your work's going to be easier than you thought.
well, I'm glad to hear you're getting better.
No, I'm not getting better. It's just they're just not flying as far as they used to.
That's an age thing. I know all about that.
Well, we wish you a Merry Christmas, Gene, and
same to you all.
What about folks out there listening? We'll give you a little plug here for gift certificates for lessons or maybe some equipment, so forth. Are you up for that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I inventory golf bags, some golf clubs. I mean, if you want to do the lessons, do a fair amount of gift certificates this time of year, just because a golfer such as you is hard to pick something out for, or find something that works.
Yeah, that part. Yes.
Nope.
Okay. All right, back at the studio, Kristen, if you're listening, that was a plug for Sneringer Golf. Cut that price in half on that. That's only $400.
She said there's a lot of static going on.
Are you going to take in the festivities this evening, this afternoon?
Well, I think I'm going to turn that over to my wife. I think I've got an 8-hour drive time for an hour Christmas program tonight. So.
Oh, for a grandchild.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Well,
So
I'll
be around for some of it, but not much.
All right. Well, good to see you, Gene.
Good to be seen.
Thanks, Gene. Hi,
Hello,
Stacy.
guys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. You've got the papers.
Yes, I'll just provide a recap of everything that was mentioned with a little more detail and times and whatnot.
Okay.
So on our list of events here, first of all, when people stop over to Callaway and they come into our retailers and whatnot, they can sign up for a weekly drawing that we're doing. And so we're giving away 5 turkeys a week and 5 $20 chamber bucks as well. So when they put their name in tonight, we'll draw it next Monday, and then we'll give them a call for one giveaway for the evening.
Okay.
And then at the Callaway Community Center, our Sons of American Legion are serving soup. They're serving chili, chicken noodle, and oyster. And they will serve until they run out. They also have a to-go option available.
Great.
So for folks that don't want to stick around, they can take that to go and still support them. They're raising funds for their veteran headstone project that they've had going for some time now. The craft show will begin 4 to 8. We have 30 vendors signed up.
Wow.
Which is quite a
That's great.
quite a number over there. Since I've been doing it, I haven't had that many.
Good time to get some shopping done, too.
Yes, a great time to come out and support these folks that are going to come over and serve up. There's the Mountain Lady, Pink Zebra, lots of home-baked goods from several individuals in town and out of town. A lot of wood, handmade wood items as well. Blankets, scarves, you name it. Under the roof. There'll be lots of items. Knitted, crocheted items. Tastefully Simple, Pampered Chef, Scentsy, Cedar Shadows Photography, and Arnold will be coming over. Lane Chesley's Ceramics, he'll have a display there. Lip Sense, the United Methodist Church is having a quilt raffle, so we can come over and support them. Haley Stryker and Yvette Mannon will have a booth with their children's books, and they're both from the area. The 5th graders actually will have a booth. They're raising money for a trip to the zoo, I believe. So they have made items, and they're mostly distressing items to help raise money for this trip they'd like to take. So that kind of sums up what's happening at the community center.
A lot.
There's quite a bit there. Yes, there's a mouthful. And that's, again, 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
And then at the mini park, Santa will be flying in at 4:30 till dark. We'll see how the weather is. Hopefully it will be a great night. FCCLA will sponsor kids' activities at the library, so folks can go over there and check that out. And s'mores in the mini park. Like we said, Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there, and a little reindeer friend. Not a real reindeer. And then there will be some wagon rides. Von Holtz's will bring down a tractor or two with their wagon lit up and provide some rides up and down Main Street.
Great.
Seven Valleys Museum will also be open from 5:30 to 8. So I encourage folks to stop in there and sign in just to support them and check out what different displays they have for the season. The fire hall is going to be doing fire truck rides, and they'll have hot chocolate from 6 to 8 p.m. And that kind of sums up what's happening tonight.
Kind of one of those things, you can either look at the schedule and know exactly what you want to do, or just come to Callaway and just kind of figure it out when you get here.
Just walk around.
You're going to
You'll
run
run into something, yes. So.
Great. That sounds like a good time. It always is. Boy, 30 vendors, you got to be pretty happy with that.
Yes, very happy with that. It's going to be a little full in there, but the more the merrier. So.
Yeah. The weather's going to be okay for you tonight, too.
Yeah,
I think it's not
so.
going to change till later.
Yep.
So
As long as the wind, doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
Should be a perfect evening. So.
Well, you guys are pretty adjustable because I can remember some really, really cold ones and some very nice ones and somewhere in between.
I definitely have those in the back of my mind. So I think we'll be pretty happy for tonight.
Good.
I just had one other item to mention. First Interstate Bank will be open from 5 to 7 p.m. And there's one little project that we do every year. We team up with the Callaway Good Life Center, and there's an ornament on our Christmas tree that represents a resident out there, and they have suggested gift ideas, and anybody in the community is welcome to come and pick an ornament and purchase an item for the resident and return it by the morning of December 20th. But just a way to share some holiday cheer out there for our folks at the Good Life Center. So
those are the kind of gift-giving opportunities I like, because it comes with a suggested gift.
Yes, I know.
Because I'm a horrible
you can't go
shopper.
wrong.
That helps. That helps a lot.
So yeah, we have about 12 left. I think we started, there was over 30, so we're down to 12. So they usually go pretty fast tonight. So specifically, people stop in and grab those. So,
all right.
So yeah.
Appreciate you stopping by. You know, with the chamber involved in a lot of these things, we've heard a lot of good news stories from Callaway. I bet you're pretty pleased about the groundbreaking yesterday and the pool situation that Christy was telling us about.
Yep.
It's got to be kind of exciting.
It is. Yep. Like Ken said, we're on the move, and we just have a lot of great things, and keeping that momentum going with everyone's support is really key. So we're pretty proud of it.
All right. Stacy, thanks so much.
Yes, thank you guys for coming over. We really appreciate it.
Well,
thanks for having us.
Yeah, we'll blink and we'll be back here real soon.
Yes, I
It
know.
seems like we were just here.
Yep, goes too fast.
Yeah, sure does. Thanks a lot.
Yep,
All
Merry
right.
Christmas, guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Well, Dave, sounds like everything's set for tonight. It'll be a good time, and folks, just things kind of start up at 4 o'clock and kind of go into the early evening. When you can make it to Callaway, there's treats and warm beverages and open houses and everything going on across town. Just come to Callaway.
Yep, the doors will be open in Callaway for the old-fashioned Christmas, and have yourself some cider and some cookies, and come and eat and go to the craft show. Santa is here, Mrs. Claus. It's all set, ready to go along about 4 o'clock. So.
Riding a wagon, participate in everything.
Yep, it's going to be a good old-fashioned Christmas.
Great. Thanks again, Candace.
It's always good to see you, Candace.
All right, we'll send it back to the studio from Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Back to you, Brent.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Yeah, it does sound like it'll be a great night, and we encourage you to join the folks in Callaway for their old-fashioned Christmas later today through the evening. We'll come back and wrap up the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show right after this.
Crop insurance is complex. That's why Farm Credit Services of America delivers full-time crop insurance officers with proprietary decision-making tools. We can sort through dozens of options for a plan that fits your financial and risk management needs. Proprietary tools and unsurpassed expertise deliver greater peace of mind. Discover the difference. Call 800-884-FARM. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Steel outdoor power tools may be hard to wrap, but once they get opened, you'll see why Steel is so easy to give. Find the right gift this year with battery power made by Steel. From mowers and blowers to trimmers and chainsaws, our AK Homeowner system of battery tools starts at just $199.99. Shop now by visiting your local Steel dealer or going to steelusa.com/gift guide. Real Steel. Find yours. All prices MSRP available at participating dealers while supplies last.
We all know clean fields lead to strong yields. That's why XtendFlex soybeans offer triple tolerance to dicamba, glyphosate, and glufosinate to control more weed species than any other soybean system. Even tough weeds like water hemp, Palmer amaranth, and mare's tail get the control, flexibility, and proven performance you need so you can focus on the business at hand instead of beating back weeds. Explore the Roundup Ready Xtend crop system at systemofchoice.com. Claim based on approved EPA herbicide labels as of January 2021. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
As a farmer, growing your business is more than just a 9-to-5. It's your life's work. That's why the Roundup Ready Xtend crop system goes all in to help you stay on top. Backed by decades of innovation, offering the latest trait technology and triple herbicide tolerance, plus more weed species controlled than any other soybean system. Because you mean business, and so do we. Learn more at systemofchoice.com. Claim based on approved EPA herbicide labels as of January 2021. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
All right, a couple of things to mention before we go. A group of community members have come together to bring awareness to mental health and the importance of reaching out when needed. A resource of mental health providers in Custer County has been created through a website, which is this. It's mhpcc.org. Mental illness affects 19% of the adult population, 46% of teenagers, and 13% of children each year. Now, only half of those affected receive treatment, often because of the stigma that can sometimes be attached to mental health. Untreated mental illness can contribute to higher medical expenses, poor performance at school and work, fewer employment opportunities, and unfortunately increased risk of suicide. This group of people want you to know that you do not need to struggle alone. Again, this website has been created as a resource of mental health providers in Custer County. The website again is mhpcc.org. And finally, we want to mention quickly Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. You will find them in Arnold, Nebraska, and they are ready for the holiday season. Shop their Christmas decor, Christmas light-up snow globes are in, light-up and snowy winter decor, ornaments in many different styles and more. And they have really gifts for all ages. They have great novelty gifts and toys, adorable kids' bags and backpacks, adorable baby gifts, some wonderful stocking stuffers for everyone in the family. They have a great array of purses and wallets as well as jewelry to check out. So many different styles and prints. There is sure to be that perfect one for you or to give as a gift. And we all know that coffee with a friend is always a good idea, and there's no better place to have it than at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. Stop in and enjoy a coffee, a latte, smoothie, cappuccino, and baked goods, and shop gifts for all ages. It's Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5. Also open on Saturday from 9 until 3. That's going to wrap it up for the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show today. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Ah.